So in this, we have learned up to the this last communication and web technologies and the entire 4, 5 uh, things what are there in the communication and web technology, and what are the different types of tools like Asana, Trello, and Basecamp, and then what are the different features of Drupal and Joomla. And we have seen all the content management systems like WordPress, Drupal, and Joomla, and project management tools like Asana, Trello, and Basecamp. Okay. So now coming back to the today's session, we will continue with the current topic, that is Internet and World Wide Web. The Internet and the World Wide Web are closely related but distinct concepts. Here is a breakdown of each. So what do you mean by Internet? The definition goes like this: a global network and interconnected computers that contribute that contribute using a common set of protocols. What is a set of protocols means? A set of rules, certain rules are called as protocols. The purpose of the internet is to facilitate the exchange of information, data, and resources between computers worldwide. It will be used for the purpose of information exchange, like data or the resources between the computers which are connected worldwide. Okay. Coming to the history of this internet, you can see the highlighted, which is in orange color here. That topic only we are discussing. So next comes World Wide Web, and next comes advent of internet. Okay. So what is the in the late 1960s, a research project funded by the U.S. Defense of Department, Department of Defense, initially known as ARPANET, Advanced Projects Agency Network, called ARPANET. The forerunner of the internet was a pioneer, a pioneering long haul network funded by US DoD, that is Department of Defense Advanced Research Project Agency, ARPA. From ARPA only we got ARPANET. Actually, there was a ARPA, which is the long haul pioneering network uh, used by the US DoD for the Advanced Research Project Agency called ARPA. So from that only we got our internet. So they have added to this ARPA, and by using networking, it became ARPANET. So coming to the key components of this internet, the first thing is protocols. We already know TCP/IP, Transmission Control Protocol, or Internet Protocol. This is the fundamental protocols that governs the communication on the internet. Routers, devices that connect networks and determine the best path for data travel. Servers, computers that store and deliver the information or services. Then comes clients. Clients are nothing but the devices that access information or services on the internet. Okay, so let me connect this. Yeah, we are discussing about servers and clients. Servers are nothing but computers that store and deliver the information or servers or services. And what are called as clients? The clients are the devices that access information or services on the internet. Now, coming to the next slide, World Wide Web, the second topic of this Internet, World Wide Web, and advent of Internet presentation. So, here the comes definition of what is World Wide Web. World Wide Web, WWW. Okay, so what is WWW is a system of interconnected documents like web pages that are accessed and viewed using a web browser. The purpose of this WWW is it provides user-friendly interface for accessing information on the internet. It provides sufficient number of like themes or plugins in the websites by using content management systems. Different content management systems we have learned in the previous videos. So by using the graphical user interface, it becomes user friendly. The purpose of the World Wide Web is it will provide the web pages in such a user friendliness with different graphical user interface for accessing information on the internet. History. Coming to the history of this, who invented internet is Tim Berners-Lee in the late 1980s at CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research. So initially, internet was introduced in the late 1960s for the defense purposes, but later in the 1980s also they are using it for some of the military applications like nuclear research. Okay, it is even done by European organizations for nuclear research. And coming to the key components of this World Wide Web, one is HTML. We already know what is HTML, hypertext markup language. This language used to create web pages. And HTTP. This is a protocol which transmits web pages between servers and clients. Here it is. Okay. Then coming to the URL. What is URL? Uniform Resource Locator. So whatever the web page in the browser you're typing to see, that will become unified resource locators of a web page. Okay. So for example, let me show you some of the URLs that I am accessing regularly. So how you will type in the browser, whatever that you will type in the browser. Let me open the browser here from my. So this whatever the thing you'll type it here, it will become your URL. Like the first one is WhatsApp HTTPS slash double slash HTTPS colon double slash web whatsapp.com. Similarly, speech to converter HTTPS colon slash speechnotes.co slash dictate. EDP HTTPS colon double slash www.udhyami.org.in slash user login. And my website, this is like simply it shows only the URL HANU7.com. But if you click on this, it will show you the entire the URL of that particular website. Okay, so with this, I think you came to know what do you mean by a URL. But let me show you how this URL looks like. It is only simply looking like this. But if you want to share this to somebody, or otherwise if you want to check the security of this website, you have to click on this. You have to look at this icon. This shows site information anu7.com. The connection is secure. Cookies and data. What are the cookies and data that are required for this? Okay, and all those things you can see from this. And what are the settings about this page? Okay, so if you want to share this, you can see now I have double clicked on that link. So I got that URL as https colon double slash www.anu.7.com. Here comes our World Wide Web. Okay, so it is used to design web pages. In my website, how many web pages are there? Home page is there, projects is there, my Google Verify business is there, novel books is there, and notebooks are also there, contact us also, is also there, and tuitions are there. Okay, so even I would like to increase. I was recently renewed this website, which got expired in the July month. So unfortunately the domain was not available, but I tried and I got it back. HANU7.com is my website. It is with me since 3 years. So we will go back to our presentation. So in the presentation, we are discussing about URL. This is the URL. What do you mean by URL? I think it is very clear for you. The address of a web page. And coming to the web browsers. What are the different web browsers? The software applications that interpret HTML and display a web pages. Hypertext markup language. HTML stands for hypertext. Here only it is there. Hypertext markup language. And it is used to display the web pages. Okay. Now moving ahead. Coming to the advent of internet, in the early stages, the internet began as a research in the 1960s. As I told in the previous slide itself, it began in the 1960s. Okay, so when did it begin? Can you put it in the comment box so that I can come to know that it is an acknowledgement that you have listened up to this slide. So when the internet began as a research network in the 1980s, in the 1960s, and it is primarily used by universities and government agencies only. Commercialization of internet became in the year 1990s. Okay, so with the advent of new technologies, the internet became so popular today that we cannot live without internet. Even all the mobile networks are also giving not only the talk time these days. They are concentrating on the data. How much data on particular day a user requires. Accordingly, they are giving some of the OTTs also free, or some of the other benefits like Apollo 24 by 7 if it is Airtel, and Wink Music, like that. Of course, Wink Music is no more available in the coming years. I mean, in the coming days, it is acquired by Apple. So they are using only Airtel Thanks app and providing the music using that Airtel Thanks app. So that is secondary. It is not a part of the discussion of today's session. So, but for the information I am telling you, in the 1990s, the internet became widely accessible to the public, leading to a rapid growth and its usage. Okay, so impact of this, the internet has revolutionized communication and then commerce, education, and entertainment. We are using internet for all these purposes. What are they? Communication, commerce, education, and entertainment. Okay, transforming the way the people live and work. Note, the advent means arrival or agamanam. We will say agamanam. Okay, so advent of a notable person or a thing. English is such a language that it will have the words will have different meaning in the different context. In this context, we are not concentrating on the person. We are concentrating on the thing. When internet is evolved, okay, and what is its history? In the 1960s, it got evolved, and in the 1980s, it was used in the nuclear research for the Europeans organizations, and in the 1990s it became commercialized. Okay, so that's the history of internet. And moving ahead, in summary, the internet provides underlying infrastructure for the communication and data exchange, while the world wide web creates a user friendly interface for accessing information on the internet. Okay, the advent of internet has a profound impact on society. It is having a profound impact on the society, and its influence continues to grow. What does the advent of internet is? It, in the summary, it provides the underlying infrastructure for the communication and data exchange, for the communication and data exchange, while the www creates a user friendly interface. We have come to know in the previous slides. That's why in the summary is telling all those things, and it is used to access the information on the internet. We have seen like what are the different types of information. It is used in education, e-commerce, entertainment, like that, etc., etc. The advent of internet has a profound impact on the society, and its influence continues to grow. Coming to the internet infrastructure for data transfer and governance, like what are the different types of regulations are available? Also, we will see not only the internet evolution is advantageous, but it is also having certain disadvantages. That is why this cybersecurity came into the picture. Okay. Right. So the internet infrastructure for data transfer and governance. This is the new slide in this presentation. The internet is a complex network of interconnected computers that rely on various infrastructure components to facilitate data transfer and governance. These components work together to ensure efficient, secure, and reliable communication across the globe. Okay, as we came to know that internet is not only restricted to certain geographical boundaries; it is available throughout the entire globe. The key components of infrastructure includes physical infrastructure, And then what are the physical infrastructures we will see in detail. Then second is networking in equipment, third one is protocols, and fourth one is governance. Okay, so we will come back to the first one. What are the physical infrastructures we require? Undersea cables. These are the long insulated cables that carry data across oceans, connecting the continents. They are the backbone of the internet's global connectivity. This physical infrastructure, undersea cables are the backbone of what I can say internet access globally. It provides global connectivity using internet. Then comes land-based networks. This includes fiber optics cables, coaxial cables, and then copper wires that we'll call it as twisted pairs that connect computers, routers, and switches within a country uh, or regions. So if it is within the country or regions, we have to depend upon this type of physical infrastructure, which is land based. If it is between the continents, we have to depend upon the underseas mm, cables, insulated cables, which carry data across the oceans and connecting the continents. Data centers. These are the large facilitates the house servers that house servers. The data centers are nothing but like say for example, Geo is having its own data center at some other places like even in Bodhan also we are having in the Goshala Road there is a Geo center available. Like that in the Nizamabad also it is having somewhere in Hyderabad also it is having somewhere, and over throughout the entire globe also it is having its own data centers. What are data centers is the key concept here. So they are house that facilitates house servers, storage systems, okay, and other hardware used to provide or process the data storage, and it provides connection to the nearby offices, hotels, or government agencies, or through like CCTV cables also these days requires internet. So we can access what is happening at our offices during night time, like somebody if somebody attacks also we can see that if they didn't if they try to break one of the CCTV cameras, others will also capture it. Okay, so we can easily caught the persons who are stealing. These days ATM centers are also having this what you can say CCTV cameras. They will observe, they won't observe our passwords and everything, but they will observe who is coming into the ATM center. So they will request to remove the helmets also before entering into the ATM centers. If you wear cap also, they won't. They will give instructions, but people will won't follow that. Of course, it's a secondary. Coming to the second network equipment, the routers, switches, and modems. These are the three different network equipments. What are the routers? These devices determine the best path for the data to travel from one network to another network. Switches. These devices connect computers within a local network. Say, for example, in a certain lab, of if there are 100 systems are available, there will be one server cabin, and through the server cabin, in the server cabin, they will install high configuration systems. From that servers, all other systems are connected using the switches through the LAN connectivity. They will provide different LANs from the switch box. Switch boxes will be providing the connectivity to the computers, client computers within the local network. Modems. Modem stands for modulators and demodulators. So as I belongs to ECE, I know this what is modem. So modem is nothing but modulator and demodulators. These devices convert the data between digital and analog signals, allowing communication over the telephone lines or cable TV networks. Okay. So in order for the transmission to happen smoothly, we have to either depend upon analog communication or digital communication. So that can be possible through the modems, and these modems will also protect the like the strength, signal strength. They will maintain the signal strength. That's the reason why we can see in the like nearby our community or our place where we are living, we can see some certain number of modems. Okay, so the Airtel will, if I want to take connection from Airtel or Act Fibernet or Geo network, then there will be a nearby data center, and from the data center they will they will be having certain modems in the nearby like in the nearby our place where we are living. From that modems only they will provide connections using that coaxial cables, optical fiber cables. Okay, coming to the protocols, TCP/IP, transmission control protocol or internet protocol. This is the fundamental protocol suite that governs the communication on the internet. TCP ensures reliable delivery of data, while IP handles the address and routing of packets. So, what is TCP/IP protocol is doing? It is a fundamental protocol suite that governs the communication. TCP will be governing the communication, and what do you mean by governance? We will see in the next slide. And IP is working, or it is handling the addresses and routing of packets. Actually, the data is called as group of data is called as a packets. Coming to the next one, we require other protocols like this. TCP IP is outdated. We are not using this anymore. Within the local networks only, it will work. But if you want to communicate through worldwide, HTTP will come into the picture. Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Even this is also not preferable these days. This protocol is used to transfer web pages between servers and clients. But even this is not a preferred. There is no security involved in this. HTTPS, as the name only tells you, yes indicates here security. Okay. Hypertext Transfer Protocol, secure. S stands for secure. Just now I told. This is the secure version of HTTP. As I told, HTTP is not secure. This is the secure version of HTTP that uses encryption to protect data. Encryption means everybody knows what is an encryption. Data will be converted into some other format before transmitting over the internet. Otherwise, intruders will access our data. Okay. Now coming to the next slide, governance. So let me use a laser pointer here. Governance. The first governance is IGF. Second is ICANN. Third is IETF. The additional materials of these three is given in the notes, but not covered in the presentation. So I will share the notes as a link in the description of this video. You can go through that. Even it is available in detail about what is this different governance. Internet Governance Forum (IGF). This includes a multi-stakeholder forum that discusses and develops policies for the internet. What is the main purpose of this forum? This is a multi-stakeholder forum that discusses and develops policies for the internet. ICANN, Internet Corporation for Assistant Names and Numbers. For assigned, sorry, not assistant, for assigned names and numbers. So ICANN full form is Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers. This organization is responsible for the coordinating assignment of IP addresses and domain names. We know DNS, domain names systems. IETF, Internet Engineering Task Force. As the name only tells, the task force, these groups develop standards and protocols for the internet. If we perform any misuse, then this IETF comes into the picture. So they will even arrest the particular person who is stealing the data or hacking the websites. Now, coming to the challenges in the infrastructure of this governance, I mean, internet infrastructure for data transfer and governance. What are the challenges and considerations? First one is security. The protecting of data for the cyber threats like hacking, malware, and phishing is a major challenge. Net neutrality. Ensuring equal treatment of all internet traffic is continuous issue. Digital divide. Bridging the gap between those with and without internet access is a global challenge. There are certain people who don't have sufficient access to the internet. So that's the reason why we have to bridge the gap between those with and without the internet access is a global challenge. Sustainability. Reducing the environmental impact of data centers or network infrastructure is a growing concern. Like we have seen recently, we cannot stop this environmental impact. Okay, it will happen according to that particular place. uh, if something goes wrong, the entire network will become down in that particular area. And of course, that particular agency who is providing internet to you, they will rectify it in within hours or within few days. But that infrastructure, whatever we have seen, the undersea cables, if they get damaged because of like tsunami which occurred in the year 2000, I think. I don't know exactly. I remember that it happened in the year
What do you mean by
2000
sustainability
something.
is
Reducing the environmental impact of data centers and network infrastructures as a growing concern. Why I came about this environmental impact? Because I would like to tell that undersea cables and the other things which are the physical infrastructures for us, data centers, land based networks, undersea cables. The land based networks will be disturbed by for example, if they want to establish water pipeline connection or gas pipeline connection. These days, so many people are digging the roads unnecessarily. So during that process, the internet cables, the land infrastructure will be disturbed. If environmental effects like tsunami or some kind of tufans which occur will also damage the undersea what you can say cables. Actually, I told that this internet is useful for. Actually, it has emerged into the world because of only for the military purposes. Militaries are available through air. I mean, air force of every country is having three types of things. So one is through air, and attacks may come either through air, like surgical strikes, or through land, or through the submarines using like under the what is a submarine means a vehicle which moves inside the uh, oceans. Okay, so in order for them to operate successfully, they should also get some information from the government, or the internet connectivity should be available there also. So in conclusion, internet's infrastructure is a complex system that relies on a combination of physical components, network equipment, protocols, and governance mechanism addressing the challenges and ensuring the sustainable development of this infrastructure is crucial for the continued growth and evolution of the internet. So this is the conclusion of all the slides. Now coming to the Internet Society regulation and cyberspace. What is Society? The Internet Society is a global non-profit organization dedicated to promoting the open source development and evaluation of uh, sorry it is it is dedicated to promoting the open source development, evaluation, and use of the internet. Okay. It is the membership based organization that represents diverse global community of internet users, such as including individuals also, and businesses and governments. Okay. The key roles of this internet society is advocacy. The internet society advocates for the policies and practices that promote an open source global connected internet. For education, it provides education and resources to help people understand the internet and its impact on the society. Community building. The Internet Society fosters a global community of Internet professionals and enthusiasts. Technical development. It supports the development of Internet technologies and standards. I hope these are self explanatory statements. I need not focus on any one of them. How the Internet plays a key role in education, we know. These days, so many links are available online as a PDF. We even though the copyrighted textbooks are available in the market, but we can access their PDF versions for free. Okay, just to promote that particular author's textbook, they are giving trial versions of certain access using Amazon Kindle edition like that. So advocacy. This The Internet Society advocates for policies and practices that promote an open and globally interconnected network. Community building. The Internet Society fosters a global community of Internet professionals and enthusiasts. Those who are having enthusiasm in the Internet, and those who want to become Internet professionals, they can also contribute to the community building of this Internet Society. Technical development. It supports the development of interconnected Internet technologies and standards. Okay, so what is the technical development of the this Internet Society will work is it supports the development of Internet technologies and standards uh, for evolving technologies compatibility. Cyber regulations. Coming to the cyber regulations, we will discuss about these cyber regulations in detail. First one is cyber regulations are laws that rules govern and that rules and also govern the use of the internet and related technologies. These regulations can be enacted at various levels, including the international, national, and regional. Okay, so what are the three key aspects here? You can see one is international, and the other is what you can say. This is international and national and regional. Okay, so cyber regulations and laws are nothing but they are the rules that govern the use of internet related technologies. These regulations can be enacted at various levels, including like in the international level, there are certain rules and certain protocols how the internet should be accessed, and at the national level and at the regional level also. The common areas of regulation are cyber protection, I mean data protection. The common areas of cyber regulation is first one is data protection, and in this what they will do is the laws that protect the personal data. What is they are doing? They are protecting personal data from unauthorized access and use and disclosure of sensitive data. Okay, that is mean by data privacy. Actually, the purpose of the internet society is to provide data privacy and cyber security. The regulations that aim to prevent mitigation of cyber attacks. Okay, so what is the aim of this cyber regulations? Common areas of cyber regulation is the second one is cyber security. It regulates the aim to prevent and mitigate cyber attacks. The main purpose of this cyber security is it has to prevent cyber attacks. Cyber attacks should not happen. Okay. Then intellectual property, IPR, we will say the laws that protect intellectual property rights, such as copyright and patents, in the digital realm. So I already told what do you mean by realm in the previous slides. It is called as also agamanam or arrival of a thing or a person. In our case, realm means the cyberspace, cyber security. Okay. So IPRs are nothing but intellectual property rights. If I get some innovative thought, then I have to immediately go for the patents on that innovative thought. If you design it or not is a secondary, but for that innovative thought, whatever you will get, you will be paid huge amount The others who want to work on that project, they cannot do it on their own because the patents are with us. So if you get any innovative thought, then you can immediately grab that opportunity and go for the IPR, intellectual property rights and patents, such as copyright issues. And these days in the YouTube also we have seen while uploading a video, it will check for any issues, security issues like copyright issues. Say certain songs these days are having copyright issues. So they will say the channel will not get any impact, but the monetization will get impact. The whatever the whoever watches that particular video, whatever the song that is played which is having a copyright, they will clearly mention that in the creator studio. They will clearly mention it is a copyrighted content. So that credit goes to the original person who is having copyright on that particular song or audio. E-commerce. E-commerce are nothing but what is the common area of cyber regulation is e-commerce is one of the common area. Here the regulations that govern online transactions. This is very important. What do you mean by online transactions? Including the consumer protection and electronic signatures. Okay. Online content laws that regulate data content and laws that regulate the content that can be published online, such as hate speech and defamation. These days we are called it as trolling also. Okay, hate speech and defamation is nothing but trolling. So they have to even concentrate on this type of online content. Coming to the challenges in the cyber regulation, the global nature of the internet. This is the first point in the. This is the first challenge. The global nature of the internet, as the internet is a global network, making it difficult to enforce laws and regulations considering across different jurisdictions. There are certain number of jurisdictions within the country also, and from place to place, these jurisdictions will change. So the nature of the internet, it has to adapt to that global networks and the different jurisdictions. Okay, and that's the reason why for every website below you can see there is a copyright in C. They will put C and they will write, they will circle it and they will write copyright since 2000 or since some XYZ year. Okay, so coming to the rapid technology advancements, this rapid technology, uh, let me underline that rapid technology advancements, the rapid pace of technological change can make it challenging to keep the regulations up to date. Okay, the rapid changes in the tech advancements of technologies like AI, Chat GPT, Power BI, etc., etc., etc. Like Google also evolving with the latest technologies. It has came with Gemini app. Okay, so this rapid pace of technological change is also a major challenge in the cyber regulations. Okay, so we want innovation and also we want security. So there should be certain balance should be available between these two. That is the next challenge. So let me highlight it first. So the regulations must make strike a balance between the promoting innovation and protecting the against cyber threats. Okay, even though we want innovation, like how the WhatsApp was in earlier, now WhatsApp evolved in such a way that disappearing messages are also available these days. So instead of using unnecessary data with us, we can remove it for 7 days, for one day, even for 1 month, like that. They are providing different options. Okay, that is how they are evolving with the innovations, and they are also providing end-to-end encryption. More end-to-end encryption algorithms are implemented these days. The role of internet society in the cyber regulation. The internet society plays a crucial role in shaping the cyber regulations by providing expert input and by promoting open standards and by raising awareness. These are the 3 points in this. By providing expert input, promoting open source standards and raising awareness. So, what do you mean by providing expert input is the Internet Society can provide expert input and advice to the policymakers or regulatory issues. Okay, so we have to depend upon the policymakers and their regulatory issues. Okay, so then only we can provide sufficient internet activity, accessibility to the its end users. Promoting open standards. The Internet Society advocates for development and adoption of open standards that can help to ensure the interoperability and security. Raising awareness. The Internet Society can raise awareness about the importance of cyber regulations and their impact on the society. That's how these 3 points came into the picture in the role of Internet Society in the cyber regulations. So as I promised, I will be putting that extra information as a notes as a PDF material. You can go through that IETF, ICANN, and IGF. Okay. In conclusion, the Internet Society and cyber regulations are both essential components of the digital world, but the Internet Society plays a key vital means or nothing but key role in promoting the open development and use of the internet. Okay, this is the main purpose of the regulations, and the cyberspace came into the picture only for the fair use of the internet. While cyber regulations help to ensure that the internet is used responsibly and securely. Okay, so coming to the next topic, concepts of cybersecurity, issues and challenges of cybersecurity. The cybersecurity is a practice of protecting computer systems, networks, and data from unauthorized access, use, and disclosure, disruption, and modification or destruction of the data. While the increasing reliance on technology in almost every aspect of our lives, the importance of cybersecurity has grown significantly. The common cybersecurity issues are malware like phishing, and then denial of services, DOS attacks, data breaches, supply chain attacks, IoT vulnerabilities. Okay, we will go one by one. What is a malware? Malware is nothing but a malicious software such as viruses, worms, Trojan horses, ransomware, and spyware that can infect the computer systems and networks. Phishing, a type of social engineering attack that attempts to trick the individuals into revealing personal or confidential information. These days, so many telecallers are using these phishing techniques. They will politely start the conversation and they will steal our sensitive data information regarding even the credit card. Also, they will stole, but the OTP is not available with them. So, if our mobile gets hacked, we cannot do anything. Our entire money in the our bank balance will be looted immediately within no time. Once the OTP is received, if we disclose that OTP in the conversation, immediately before the conversation call only, entire amount will be lost. Then come to the next point, denial of service, DOS attacks we'll call it as. These attacks aim to disrupt the normal operation of a computer system or network by flooding it with excessive traffic. So we will discuss about this DOS attacks in detail in the next unit. In the next presentation. The second unit is having this topic again. So there we will discuss in detail about this denial of service attacks. What they will do is they will disrupt the normal operation of a computer system. Usually in the beginning, computer will work normally, but because of these DOS attacks on the network, they will be flooding excessive data traffic, making your system to misuse they will steal some information, sensitive information which is available with you. So these days, people are not maintaining data in their hard disk. They are also storing that in the servers like Google Drive, Open, and then Dropbox, like that I told in the previous video also. Okay. Microsoft is also having its OneDrive, and Google is having Google Drive. Similarly, Dropbox is also there. So coming to the data breaches. In the cybersecurity, this data breaches also is a separate challenge. Unauthorized access to sensitive data often result in identity theft and financial losses and reputational damage. Just now I told that what is sensitive data and how often it results in the in identity data breaches are nothing but unauthorized access to sensitive data, such as often resulting in identity theft and financial losses and reputational damage. They does not even the money is lost can also be retained again later. We can earn money, but the sensitive data, if it is lost, it will create in the reputational damage. Okay, or defamation. Supply chain attacks that target the third party suppliers or vendors to gain access to a large organization's systems and data. IoT vulnerabilities. The increasing number of IoT introduces new vulnerabilities and attacks. Okay. Coming to the challenges of cybersecurity, evolving threat landscape. Cyber threats are constantly evolving, making it difficulty for organizations to stay ahead of the latest attacks. Complexity of IT systems. Modern IT environments are complex and interconnected, making it challenging to identify and address vulnerabilities. Okay. Shortage of skilled professionals. There is a significant shortage of skilled professionals uh, in the field of cybersecurity, so which is also making it difficult for organizations to adequately protect themselves. Cost. Implementing and maintaining effective cybersecurity measures can be expensive, especially for small and medium sized businesses. So that's why they will ignore, but they will lose certain huge amounts because of this ignorance. And regulatory compliance. Organizations must comply with a governing with a growing number of cyber security regulations, which can be burdensome and costly. Just now I told that this regulatory compliance is from country to country. There are some certain jurisdictions, so organizations must comply with growing number of cyber security regulations, which can be burdensome and costly also. Human error. Human error remains a major cause of security breaches, despite best efforts to educate and train employees. Okay, so because of the human errors, also some some kind of cyber attacks may occur. If we forget to log out from particular system in labs or at private centers, at private internet centers, that also results in unauthorized access of our sensitive information. If we access, say for example, WhatsApp web, immediately you have to log out from your mobile, from which desktop it is. It will show clearly in your system what are the linked devices to your WhatsApp number. So you have to remove that immediately. You have to log out of that immediately. There are advantages of that also, and also some disadvantages. If you trust that, if it is your personal PC, then you can log in into that. Otherwise, you have to log out immediately. Okay, otherwise it will make us to be caught by some other people, like they will harass also with the sensitive information. They will steal from that. Coming to the emerging technologies. The new technologies such as artificial intelligence, blockchain, and quantum computing introduce both opportunities and new challenges for cybersecurity. So, this is how we have to, these are the different challenges in cybersecurity. And coming to the To address these challenges, our organizations must adopt comprehensive cybersecurity strategies that include risk assessment, identifying and prioritizing potential threats and vulnerabilities, security controls, implementing technical, administrative, and physical controls to protect systems and data, incident response planning. If something happens, say for example, if something like a data is stolen or sensitive information is stolen, where we have to report and how we can get it back is also it depends upon this particular topic called incident response planning. So developing a plan to respond and to recover from security incidents. Just now I told that. Employee training, educating employees about cybersecurity best practices and risks. Regular updates and patching, keeping software and systems up to date with the latest security patches. Even the antivirus these days also, like of course, if we have Windows 11 or if you have Mac, it has it has got its own antiviruses, but we have to depend upon third-party antiviruses. Like HP got tied up with McAfee. McAfee is providing sufficient security to the HP systems. All HP systems, or I think latest HP laptops are coming with inbuilt McAfee software in that. Okay, so they will ask us to renewal it regularly and update it regularly. Otherwise, the new kinds of Trojan horses or malwares that cannot be detected by the older versions of the softwares. So that's the reason why we have to regularly keep up to date the software and systems called as regular updates and patching. With like even Windows also comes with some of the updates. Sometimes we will see updates are available. You can install it now, and if you want, you can restart it now or later. Like that, we will get the message. Monitoring and detection. Continuously monitoring networks and systems for signs of suspicious activity. Collaboration. Working with other organizations and sharing information about certain threats and best practices to be followed. This is called collaboration. Okay. So through the collaboration, we can overcome the challenges which are involved in the cyber security, uh, can be addressed by using this risk assessment, security controls, incident response planning, employee training, and regular updates and patching, monitoring and data monitoring and detection, collaboration. By addressing these issues and challenges, organizations can be better protect themselves from cyber threats and ensure the security of their data and operations. Now, coming to the reference books, I already told about this. There are 7 reference textbooks available. So we will end up with the last presentation, that is thank you slide. So if you are interested, or also like if you started watching this video, I will urge you to immediately subscribe this video and watch until the end of this presentation. Also watch the complete videos in this playlist so that you will understand this current topic, whatever I am teaching today. Okay. I was uttering like we have discussed in the previous videos. We have discussed in the previous videos. So if you want to learn in detail about this cyber security course, one should also make sure that you have to subscribe to my channel. Okay. It is up to you. So don't, if you don't want to get disturbed from my like regular updates, you just click, you just only once click subscribe button, but don't click on the bell icon. If you click on the bell icon, you will get continuously notified from every upload whatever I make it into this my channel. This is the link of my channel, youtube.com/HANU7, and my number is 72076343994, and my website is HANU7.com, which is under construction, of course. And I will get it updated. And there is a QR code available here, which I want to don't disturb on this. Otherwise, it will not be scanned properly. Okay. So with this, I would like to take leave from you. Have a great day ahead.